Hey, lovely people, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to yet another recipe video. Okay, so I am going to be doing a voiceover because I had some background music playing and I didn't want to get copyright strike from YouTube, so I decided to do a voiceover in some parts of the video. So here are the apples I harvested from my backyard. Check out my previous video. You'll see where I harvested apples. Oh, please pardon my nails. I need to get them fixed. But as I was saying, here we have just about, I think, a quarter or 1/4 the total amount of apples that I harvested. These are the overripe ones or ripened ones. So I just decided to use them before they go bad. The rest I have in the fridge. They're still green and crunchy. More recipes to come, so stay tuned. So today I'm going to be making hot apple cider. This is a holiday classic. Oh my, especially the Christmas period. If you go out everywhere, you'll see hot apple cider. It's a staple along with eggnog. So this is one of the classic holiday drinks. So I have a lot of apples. I'm going to be making hot apple cider. So let's go, join me as I make this very recipe for the first time. This is my first time making it. I was initially skeptical because I wasn't sure if green apples would give the hot drink that classic dark brown color. I thought red apples, gave it the color, but unknown to me, apples in general still turn out brown because it will oxidize. So my green apples oxidized during the process and it gave that classic brown apple cider color, apple cider drink color. So this is not apple cider vinegar, this is hot apple cider drink. It's a holiday classic. So what you can see me doing here, I'm just cleaning it up, removing any stalk, making sure they're not bad, cleaning out any dirt from the apples falling to the ground. Some apples did though, so I'm just cleaning, making sure everything looks good before washing. So I'll just keep quiet now while you enjoy the next segment of the video. Okay, let's go ahead and blend our apples. You can see they have begun to oxidize and that will give that classic brown color. I am blending my first. Some people tend to boil theirs first. They boil it in water, spice it up, then strain it, but I am blending mine first with water. I'll strain it and then cook it on the fire. So I'm adding water here, and the amount of water depends on how the consistency you want your drink to be. So I'm just playing it by ear, adding water as I go. It should be almost like a runny applesauce consistency at the end when you want to strain it. But let's keep going. I'm adding ginger. This is one of my first spice to spice up the drink. I'm adding ginger, give it a good blend, and then I'll go ahead and strain it. So and if you want, you can save this first pulp and use it for applesauce or use it in your oatmeal. Just use it maybe making ice cream. So many things. The pulp can be saved and used for something else. But here we are just straining out the juice and give it a good strain. And then once that is done, we're going to heat up everything on the fire so it boils really good. Spice it up and then strain it one more time through a milk bag, or you can also use cheesecloth. Okay, so now we have a hot pot going. We're going to toast our spices. We have cinnamon sticks. So I'm going to put about four or five. Let's see. I'll put 5 cinnamon sticks just because I want to be extra intense, extra spicy in terms of. So I have cinnamon sticks. I'm going to put just a little bit of cloves. Oops. I'm using one hand, guys. I should set the camera, but so we have whole cloves. Let me put a little more because this is going to be all right. So we have that, and then once after we've added the apples, well, liquid blended apple, we'll put ground allspice. But for now, let's let it toast up a little bit. We have about 5. Okay, after pouring the second batch there, I'm adding 1 orange. So sliced up 1 orange. That's also going to give it another citrus level of flavor to it. And then we're adding sugar. I'm adding cane sugar only because I didn't have brown sugar readily available. So cane sugar was my next alternative, but brown sugar is typically used. Cane sugar worked just as good as well, for me, in my opinion. So I'm giving it a good stir, and we're going to let this really cook down. We'll also add our allspice next. Oh my goodness, the aroma that has filled the entire house. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. Reminds me of Christmas. It smells so good. You can get the different spices. I mean, it smells, whew, dare I say, heavenly. It smells really good. So we're going to allow it cool down before straining. So this is about maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes later. It has cooled down, so it's just warm enough to touch. So I'm going to strain it through a milk bag. You can use a cheesecloth as well. So this bag I got from Amazon. It's a milk bag used for making almond milk or nut-based milk. So it's very effective. I'm just going to strain, give it one last strain, and it will be ready to go. So I'll just sit back so we can watch the rest of the video. Okay, so that's what's left, the pulp. This pulp I'm going to throw away because it has the orange slices and leftover cinnamon sticks. So let's go ahead and have a little taste and see if it's up to par. Just a few scoops. If I was having a party, I'll put, you know, if it wants to be served cold, I'll put some ice cubes and we'll scoop it this way. If not, it will be served hot. Oh my. It just warms the chest, warms your system up. It tastes so good. You can get the kick from all the spices, yet that intense apple smell and taste or flavor. So let's go ahead and store it in wine jars or fridge jars. I love these containers. They are, I mean, they come in handy anytime I want to store juice, homemade drinks, homemade tea. I put it in these jars. Okay, and here's the final product. Hot apple cider, and I have some fresh apples from the fridge, also from the garden as well, just to take the final pictures. and I'm going to chill it in the fridge. Sometimes I can have it cold, sometimes I can have it hot, but I hope you enjoyed this recipe. It was my first time making it and it turned out delicious. Stay tuned for my next apple recipe. Who can guess what that will be? Well, till next time, remain blessed, and I'll see you in my next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Bye.